Hello and welcome to another Big Orbit Games unboxing video. I'm Chris and today we're looking at Star Wars Legion 74Z Speeder Bikes unit expansion. Very exciting because Legion is pretty cool, so I want to build more speeder bikes. I did the ones from the demo kit and halfway through painting them, and they are very good in game, so always good. So the box looks awesome. And contents on the back. So strangely, the one pose from the demo kit where the guy is pointing his blaster backwards is not in this box unless it's one of the well, unless they've got multi poses. Who knows? And there's also a few other things in the box, like upgrade cards and some extra tokens and things like that. So let's just rip the box open by mistake. Oh well. So what we got here? We have bases, we have tokens, we have the instructions, and we have miniature. Well, miniatures, there are multiples. So yeah, doesn't look like we get the multi-posers, which is a shame. There is a way to figure this all out though, so the instructions. These are the instructions. Each bike is individual. I will say that they make a note of, like, yeah, you have to put the handlebars here, blah blah blah, but they don't make any special notes about this stupid little bit here, which, seriously, if you put them together, it goes a little bit further back than you think. It's really annoying. And there's also the credits on the back. So the actual bikes look like this. So not very exciting until you put them all together. There's lots of little bit. I'm not going to get these out of the bags because I will lose them. But I will actually show that one little part that I previously mentioned. If it wants to come out, there it goes. So this little thing here, that goes in there, just so you know. So the end bit here pops in there. There's not actually a proper slot for it, and then this tiny little indent there is where that rests, and you just need to glue that in place. Pro tip: don't spend like 20 minutes trying to figure that out like I did. Wasn't really that long. Let's have a look at the riders quickly. So the riders also come with the back parts, which just slot in there like that, and you can glue those on. So we've got, I'll just drop that. Got rider number 1. You can pretty much tell which one goes with which arm, because this giant slot down the side obviously goes with this guy, and then that clips into there. So he's leaning forward slightly, and the second arm, don't know if it matters which one, I just randomly picked one up and hoped. Nope, that is the wrong one. So that goes there like that. And pretty much done, apart from all the little random bits like the front. You build that out of the parts in that bag. So pretty nice models, like you can see from the rider. Good detail on them. Let's try and stay still so the camera actually focuses there. Quite nice detail, like the helmet, and like the chest plate and things. You don't see everything while he's on the bike, but it's actually easy to paint them before you put them on the bike. I will say that much from experience. So you just glue their arms in place, and you can just bend the arms slightly to clip them into the bike when you actually want to seat them, and that makes life a lot easier. But they paint up quite nicely. The riders are very, very easy to paint. It is just white and black. And although white is a notoriously annoying colour to paint, they aren't that difficult, to be honest. Not with the paints available these days and all the different washes and things you can use. One thing I didn't mention before was the flight stands as well. You can't really see them a whole lot on the camera. There you go. So those just clip in and you just glue those to the bases. Speaking of which, look like this. So you want to build them facing one of these ways because this is how you measure. So they have the special measuring tool where you just slot the measuring tool into the base. The measuring tool comes out and you can angle it depending on which way you want to go and just move along that line. And it's all very simple. So as long as they're facing the right direction, these crosshatches do actually matter because that is your firing arcs. And speeder bikes can only fire out of their front, unless you're using the blaster from the rider, in which case it has a 360-degree arc. And lastly, let's have a look at this. So this is the tokens sheet and the upgrade cards. So token sheet, you get the command disc with the fast attack on the back, which represents the unit. So when you're in your activation phase, if you flip this one over, or if you have this already flipped and you choose it, you can choose one of your fast attack units. And then you got some damage, which is actually really useful. They actually thought about this. So speeder bikes have 3 health, so you'll never need the 3 damage tokens for the speeder bikes. So they've actually thought about this for this set because you only get the 1s rather than the 3s. You've also got the aim token, and I've forgotten what the other one is, to be honest. So the unit card, that's the back. Front, they cost 90 points. They have cover 1, so while defending against ranged attack, improve your cover by 1, which means you just cancel a hit because they're moving so fast. Speed of 1, so while moving, ignore terrain that is height 1 or lower, and when you activate, you have to perform a compulsory move. So you're always moving on them, you can never stop. But you kind of want to be moving. So they have 3 health. They roll white defense dice, which aren't great, but they do have the special on attack and defense. So if on either attack or defense dice you roll that symbol, it counts for either 1 defense or 1 hit if you're rolling attacks. So the holdout blasters are range 1 to 2, 2 black dice. It's not too bad actually. Then the AX-20 blaster cannon is fixed front with impact 1. So if you roll a hit against armor, it's automatically modified to a crit, but only 1 per attack. It's range 1 to 3 and rolls 1 of each kind of dice. So a unit of 2 will cost 180 points and roll the same number of dice as an ATST Walker. Pretty solid. Let's have a look at the upgrades. So they can only actually take 1 type of upgrade in this unit, and it is these. So you have long range comlink, which is actually really useful. So 10 points during the command phase, you can be issued orders as though you're in range of the nominated commander, even if you're not. Comms jammer, this is actually really good. So enemy units at range 1 can't be issued orders unless they're issuing an order to themselves. So you can, there's actually 2 of those. That's pretty interesting. So you can use your speeder bikes to get up close and personal, and then it limits what your opponent can do with issuing commands. So they have a second use as well in the form of disruption. So overall, this is a pretty nice set. I mean, you only get the 2 speeder bikes, but they come in units of 2 anyway. Some nice upgrades, and yeah, the models look really nice, and they do put together quite easily, and they paint up very, very nicely. So remember, you can buy and sell all of the individual components you've seen in the video today on our website, bigorbitcards.co.uk. Stay tuned for more Legion unboxing videos. We'll be doing the entire Wave 1 release, so keep an eye out for that. And thank you very much for watching. See you next time.